Hello, welcome to Sober Healing. We have a lot to talk about today. For some, people are just, they're just getting ready to quit. They've had a tough time. Maybe this is the season to be jolly, but maybe people aren't feeling so jolly. They feel like they need to quit drinking. Other people have just stopped drinking, and it's going to be difficult for them, to get through the rest of the holidays. Other people have quit drinking, like myself, but they need motivation. They need some good ideas. So I want to get started right away because I have a lot of informative stuff. You might want to get a paper and a pencil because a lot of these things, since I'm into natural healing and I've always been, you might want to write some of this stuff down that worked for me. Either that or watch the video again. Okay, so the first 2 months, expect your body to completely go crazy, because that's what it does. It doesn't have the alcohol. The hormones are going nuts. It's asking for sugar, which obviously, if you ate as much sugar as you wanted, you'd become 300 pounds and you'd become a diabetic, and then you'd really be sick. So you don't want any of that either. So you're not sleeping. You probably maybe didn't sleep a wink in a couple of days and thought, what am I going to do if I don't sleep? There's lots of things to discuss in that first month or two, actually 2, okay, before things start getting better. Let's start with some basic things, like let's get our friends situated, because the friends are not going to want you to quit drinking. Obviously, they want you to still be a part of the group. They want you to go out. They want you to drink. They want you to party. They want you to go to their social things, birthdays, anniversaries, parties, whatever they are. And the very first thing that I did was say no. I learned how to say no, and I said it very directly. No one had a question that I meant what I said. I know, don't take it personally, but I really need you to support me. This is very important to me. This time I want to do it. I'm not going back. I was very determined. So they did back down, believe it or not, but they're not happy, and some of them have walked away. But this is my journey, and this is my life, and I need to do what I need to do this time around. So I stood my ground, and I think that's the best thing I ever did. Okay? So saying no is very important, and I think that, unfortunately, even though I can do things during the day, those are the people that I used to go out during the evening with, so it hasn't worked out. But I would go during the day. I'd go shopping or lunch or whatever, but it just hasn't really worked out as of yet. And I'm going on a year in 2 weeks, right? Self-care. First, a couple things I want to discuss after that is everyone needs a replacement. So let's talk about that, because there's a lot of replacements and a lot of things you can do right away that are going to make things better. And I've got a lot of things here to show you. First of all, you were used to having something in your hand. This is my new go-to. I don't know if you can see, but this is my version of a latte, which is extremely healthy. So I want to explain it to you and show you the products. Oh my God, it's like an experience. Anyway, okay, let's go over the ingredients, okay? So first you heat up water, and these are the few products that I use. I am not by any means saying these are the only companies. These are just the ones that I have found, okay? I use a teaspoon of this in every one that I make, and not even a full teaspoon, because I also mix something else in there. Now, Carob is a wonderful product because you can cook with it. It tastes like a raw chocolate, but it's got some sugar. No caffeine like cacao does, okay? Raw cacao, which is we're going to talk about next. This is very healthy for you. It's got a lot of good stuff in there. But anyway, it helps for the blood sugar levels also. So I use a teaspoon of that and a teaspoon of this. Now this I only use a half a teaspoon because I had to be careful of the theobromine, which is a little bit of caffeine, which I'm caffeine sensitive, so I love this stuff. Raw cacao powder, okay, and it tastes so thick and real like chocolate, okay, but this one has no sugar. This one is from a tree that's all ground up. This has a lot of great polyphenols and vitamins, but it does have a little caffeine, and I'm sensitive to caffeine. So I can only do like a half a teaspoon for every one of these. Now, I am drinking 3 to 4 of these a day, okay? And I'm still wonderful. There's nothing that I'm doing wrong there, okay? I'm whipping almond milk at the top of this, and I can, go over that a little bit more in detail. You just want to warm up your milk. So this is the whipper, and you can buy these online on Amazon. It's just got 3 speeds, and what you do is you put it in the cup, and you just slowly bring, kind of go around and bring that milk up, and it starts to grow. I only put this much milk in it, and it grows pretty much up to here, okay? So you got a lot, and then you just can keep pouring it in as you drink it. So anyways, this is the vanilla almond, which is only the 30 calories and very low sugar, okay? All right, so that's that. That I love. That's an experience. And of course, I bake these 3 times a week now. I'm always baking these. These are my cookies. These are the raw cacao carob cookies. Coconut, roasted coconut on top. You bake them. I've got chocolate chips in here, and I've got cranberries. Sometimes I use raisins, whatever I have. Nuts, doesn't matter. These go great with this. Okay, this is very hardly any sugar, and this is like almost nil of sugar, but they feel like you're eating sugar, and then when you come off of it, you say, my God, I just feel so relaxed. Why aren't I full of anxiety anymore? And it's because your body's saying, wow, I think I had sugar even though I didn't. It's really weird. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now what if you decide you're not into chocolate at all, and you didn't like that idea, okay? Let's try some other things. We've got yogi teas. This is just the brand I've been using this. I've also been using organic, traditional medicine stuff, They have teas out there that are herbal, that are so calming. This is my favorite, hibiscus. It's not for calming, but you mix it with things that are, like chamomile. Here's some chamomile. Now the chamomile is loose from a health food store, so I buy these. I've got a couple of these. Okay, they open and close. You just put the chamomile in there, and then stick it right in the cup after you boil the water, and that's all you have to do. Now this is a stress relief tea. These all have in the herbs, like this one's got chamomile and all kinds of different lemongrass, lemon balm, peppermint, spearmint, lavender, sage, just things in here and they actually do have stevia, a little organic stevia, which is still fine for you. It's a plant, even though it's a sugar. So honey, lavender, stress relief. That's what I'm saying. You can go to a grocery store these days and you can find healthy herbal teas, and it actually helps so much with your anxiety. It's amazing. Drink 2 or 3 of these a day. Put some lemon in it, put some raw honey in it, and I'll tell you what, these are the kinds of things that you need that first 2 months, okay? If you want to have people over and you're thinking of making like a mocktail, that's, cocktails without the alcohol, you can start with making like a hibiscus tea, put it in the refrigerator, get it cold, and then use a little tea and get some seltzer water, and sometimes like depending if somebody wants it really sweet, you can add stevia, you can add, I wouldn't go with any of those imitation sugars, but you can, coconut sugar is always okay, monk, those kinds of things, stevia. Okay, so anything natural from a tree is always better, okay, than man-made. But all I'm saying is this mixed with the seltzer, it does look like a really pretty drink when you got that going. And sometimes I layer them just to be fancy. You can throw in a little bit of raw honey in the middle instead of the sugar, and you got it comes out like little layers. It's kind of fun. Okay, so anyways, the mocktail is always a good idea, and you can look some up. There's tons of recipes online for mocktails. You can use orange juice or apple juice as the base, and then you can add some other things and teas and whatnot. Okay. All right, so that's the first main things I wanted to talk about today. I hope that helped you a little bit to get started. Please don't get upset about not sleeping. Everybody gets upset when they can't sleep. Me, I got up. I said, I'm not sleeping, so what? Sometimes I never slept through the whole night. I would go for a day or two and not sleep at all. And I thought, this is crazy. I'm full of anxiety. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter. Because eventually that's, with all these calming teas and calming drinks and things you're eating that aren't full of sugar, you're eventually going to get over that. So I got up and exercised at night. No big deal. I would read a book. I have all kinds of health things next to my bed. I've got the Sobriety, women steps for women, and the Sobriety steps. I've got, energy healing, chakra stuff. I've got all kinds of healthy things right there. I'd get up and read, or I would get up and exercise. Just walk. I just walked in my room and put some music on and just kind of, walked around until I got a little tired. I didn't get worried about that at all. Everybody always says, oh my God, I can't sleep. Get up. Don't feel bad about it. Just close the door if you have other people in the house and start working out or do something. So that's when you first quit drinking, there's so many things that happen that I just don't want you to get upset about it. Let the body tell you what it needs. I didn't get upset about hardly anything. I made some mistakes, and we're going to talk about that in the next video. And I'll tell you, boy, if I had, that's why I'm telling you, listen to your body. I eat 4 to 5 bananas a day now, and it's the first time in my life since I've been a kid that I can go to sleep without having restless leg syndrome. I can't believe it myself. I started eating so many bananas because my body's it's craving bananas. And all of a sudden, now I have no restless leg syndrome. I can't believe it. I don't take any pills of any kind, by the way. And I'm over 60 by a few years. And I do not take anything. And I haven't, ever. I just go to the health food store and I can find things. But when it comes to drugs, I don't take drugs. I do not drink now. I don't. So I'm just down to nothing. I take vitamin C here and there. Boost my immune system if it's low. I use essential oils and things like that. So I just don't. I use plants, a lot of plants and herbs. But that doesn't mean that you can't. All I'm saying is every step of the way, listen to your body. If you think you absolutely must go to sleep and you can't sleep, they have natural supplements like valerian root, L-tryptophan. Some of the other ones I don't even remember because those are the only 2 things I used. But every once in a while I say I have to sleep tonight. I would take 2 to 3 valerian root and I would go to sleep. Tryptophan, L-tryptophan is what the natural amino acid is in a turkey. I would take that too every once in a while for my anxiety during the day in case I didn't feel like drinking one of these or something. There are options out there. So I'm going to keep giving you more and more options about things you can do because anxiety is running very high the first 2 months. Well, I hope this video helped you guys. Remember to just breathe and enjoy. We're going to get there one step at a time, one day at a time. We'll get there. Love you guys. Bye-bye.